Johnny.
All right, here we go. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah. I just got a little woozy for a second.
Well, you're very cute when you're woozy. Did anybody ever tell you that?
You know, Scott, I usually do this by myself. Why don't you put me down?
All right.
Thanks.
Are we alone?
Yeah.
Expecting any calls?
No. Scott?
It's all right.
Scott.
Heather, I really want you.
You know, Scott, I want you to, but I think we should slow down for a couple minutes.
No. I'm not going to give you a chance to say no this time.
Scott?
Mm-hmm.
I think that I'm not feeling very well all of a sudden.
What's wrong?
I don't think I should have had that last margarita.
All right, I'll give you 2 seconds to explain this.
I can't even read it in 2 seconds.
Last month's phone bill.
Honey, I've had a hard day at work. I had 3 rapists, 2 flashers, and assorted other ne'er-do-wells. Don't let me come home and read phone bills.
I don't think you're looking at this very closely, Keith. No, I don't think you're looking at it closely enough at all. You see, there are 87 calls to a 976 number on this bill. Count them, 87.
$569?
I looked it up, Keith. It's dial-a-porn. How could you?
Are you... Do you honestly think that I did this?
Oh, you? Yes, I honestly think you did it. You, Mr. Paragon of Vice.
Ici, aussi bien qu'ailleurs, nous avons notre jardin. Vous aimez les fleurs? Oh, je les aime beaucoup. Moi de même. Vous parlez très bien. Malheureusement, j'ai oublié presque tout mon français. Oh, it will come back. Restez ici. Could I make an overseas phone call on this phone? Oh, mais oui. Oh, merci.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm Dr. Pierre Dumont.
Oh, how do you do?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. My father has spoken of you very often.
Oh, I have fond memories of СиСи. Well, your full name is Iden Capel Castillo?
Yes, Mrs. Cruz Castillo.
Oh, good. Well, may I come in?
Please.
Well, let's see what we have here.
Oh, Philip, I'm going with her.
Meet you at the hospital.
What the hell happened to her? I don't know. She was fine. I walked away and I better go. I can't believe something like this happened to her. Yes, so much pain before she crossed. What the hell's going on
We
here?
don't know, but they'll find out. Let's go there.
Are you going to the hospital?
Yes, of course I'm going to the hospital.
Oh, well, Jeffrey went with the ambulance. I didn't bring my card. If you didn't mind if I went with you.
Yeah, let's go.
Will you stop making these idiotic accusations? What would I be doing calling 976 number?
Oh, I don't think that needs a lot of explaining. After all, you are a card-carrying pervert.
Only you bring that out to me, darling, especially when you wear tasty little things like this.
Stop it. Just leave it alone. I was just getting dressed for the beach party. These are beach party talks.
Let's play beach blanket bingo.
Keith,
yes.
stop it. You're not going to slide out of it that easy.
I'm not trying to get out of this. Why would you... How did you get a hold of this thing anyway?
I went to the mailbox. I opened it up. There were some bills. I went to pay them. Keith, you're not giving me a very good explanation.
Honey, I don't have an explanation. Maybe the phone company made a mistake.
I knew you'd say something like that. Aren't you even man enough to face up to your little sick addictions? You are so disgusting.
Honey, I'm not disgusting.
Stop it.
Look in my eyes. You know my style. Honey, I don't need this.
All right, then who did it? I certainly didn't make those calls.
Random.
No. It
Couldn't be. He's a growing boy. This is happening all over the country.
No. No, Keith, that's impossible.
Well, I talked to him tomorrow first thing, make sure.
Well, what am I going to do if he says yes?
I would keep him away from the phone for a while, is what I do, and don't stay so far away.
No,
from
Keith, look, we have to go.
In a
we
minute,
have to
baby,
go.
I can't.
Who's with you? What's got you
all this
steamed up?
976 talk? It's turning me on.
Keith.
Oh, what?
Look, I don't think I can wait till morning.
Neither can I, baby.
No, I think I need to talk to Brandon. I think I need to talk to him right now.
Honey.
I think I need to talk to him and tell him about the facts of life.
You haven't told him yet?
I've been putting it off.
Oh, honey, listen.
Maybe
I think he knows a lot already here. I don't know.
No, I've got an idea. You talk to him. You.
No,
yes,
me?
you could tell him all about it.
Come on.
Oh, Keith, please. You could make it seem beautiful and romantic instead of creepy and sordid and cheap. You're up to that kind of deception.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
I made myself comfortable. I hope you don't mind.
No. No, one of us might as well be.
You're really feeling lousy, aren't you?
No, I'm better now, thanks. I'm just a little,
Yeah, I know, but I know the remedy for it, too. So why don't you let Dr. Clark take care of you, all right?
Is it going to be one of those remedies, Clark?
No, this is serious now. Just sit back and relax.
That feels so good.
Good. You know, you're lucky I'm not a therapist. I could have a field day with this situation.
There's nothing Freudian about this, Clark. I just overindulged, that's all.
Uh-huh. And you think that's not Freudian? Obviously, you have not read my book, Love and How to Fall in It. This is where I explain their pitfalls into which people jump so as to avoid falling in love when they themselves cannot help, yeah?
There's nothing psychological about this, Clark.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
The truth is I just don't drink. Ugh.
Yes, I think this treatment is going to be very good for you. And me. I think it's going to be great for me. What is this?
It's Vienna calling.
Yeah, I'm going to probably be drummed out of the psychiatric corps, right? You think this is very funny, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, hello, this is Dr. Clark. What? When? All right, I'll be there 10, 15 minutes the most. Yeah, she's with me. I'll take her. Thank you. Okay, bye. Gotta go.
What is it?
Kelly Capwell, respiratory arrest.
You know, darling, I thought Kelly was looking a little pale earlier. I meant to ask you how she was feeling.
She was fine. She was getting better and stronger every day. I don't understand this.
Well, it could be something totally unrelated.
No, it doesn't look that way. I mean, she was holding herself in pain. So much for the doctors. Heather, she was going to Heather for therapy.
Darling, I'm sure she's going to be just fine. She's going to be all right. Could be something she ate. I mean, but she's in good hands.
Good, she's in good hands. You want to know what the doctors told me? They told me it was psychosomatic. I mean, she stopped breathing back there. You know that? She stopped breathing. Is that what they call psychosomatic?
Well, darling, psychosomatic pain can feel as real as any pain.
Pamela! Just shut up. Just shut up and leave Jeffrey alone and leave us alone.
Oh, really? Am I going to have to go around with you again?
Just go! Kelly is in critical condition and Jeffrey doesn't need any of this.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten what an expert you are and what children need. One only need look at your family to be reminded of it.
You shut up. I told you you're not welcome here.
Who are you to tell me where I'm welcome and where I'm not?
If you want to stay here, keep your mouth shut.
I have as much right to be here as anyone, and I'm staying. Darling, you don't have to talk to me if you don't...
I don't want to talk to anyone.
Look, TJ. Thank you for what you did for Kelly. I appreciate you being there. You made the difference getting here in town all that. Thanks.
Brandon, I have something very important that I want to talk to you about. Keith and I both want to talk to you about it, and we want you to give us an honest answer.
Sure.
Okay, look at this. This is a phone bill, and there's $500 worth of charges on it. And they're all calls made to a 976 number. Brandon, did you make these calls?
Yes.
Oh, no.
See?
Just be still. Brandon, why?
That's not an answer, Brandon.
Brandon, I want to know a reason. I mean, this is $500.
That's a lot of love.
Brandon, sweetheart, what made you do it?
Oh, boy. How am I going to tell her the truth?
I'm waiting for an answer, Brandon.
I guess this means no TV and no video games for a while.
It certainly does.
Let's not enter the penalty phase just yet, okay? How about an explanation, okay?
It's hard to explain. Couldn't you just punish me and not ask me why?
Oh, Brandon, what am I going to do? You talk to him.
What can I do that you can't do? Come on.
Probe him. You're a district attorney. That's what they do, so do it.
Hello? Oh, no, I better get right down there. I better take care of this myself, okay? You know, the Capwell hotline.
Keith, you're not going to go now.
I gotta go now. Hey, listen. Stay away from the phone.
Brandon, you and I have an important discussion ahead of us. The conversation we probably should have had a long time ago.
Oh, brother. Now she's going to try and tell me the facts why.
We're going to talk about it right now, dear.
The procedure I'm going to perform is still considered experimental, with a success rate of about 50%. I've studied your case history, and I think you will make an excellent candidate for the operation. And I also think that you have a wonderful chance for excellent results.
Well, it's really important to me and to my husband.
Ces fleurs et ces paquets sont arrivés pour madame.
Oh, merci bien.
My darling Eden, know that you are doing the right thing. Our thoughts are with you constantly. See you soon. Love from all of us.
Oh, they're from my father.
They're quite beautiful. Forgive me. Is there a problem between you and your husband?
Oh, no, we love each other very much. My husband just doesn't know I'm here. I decided not to tell him anything until I knew for sure.
Look who's standing up.
Yeah, look at me. I think I'm getting a lot stronger. How's Chip?
He's fine. My mom is in town, and she's going to help me take care of him, if that's all right with you.
Oh, yeah. I like your Mom. I really miss him.
I'll bet.
So he's, eating and sleeping and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. He's fine. Really, we're having no problems whatsoever.
Good. I guess, well, you seem to really be enjoying your time with him.
Yeah, you know, Tori, now that I've got to know him a little bit, well, I don't know what to tell you. I think he's an amazing little guy.
Yeah. How's Eden?
Busy, hoping to be home soon. What do they say about you?
Ugh, did the usual hospital stuff. I'm coming along. I have some good days, I have some bad days. Today's a good day. But I'm really sick and tired of all the tests and the therapy. I just want to go home.
And when do you think that'll be?
I don't know. But I don't think it'll be for quite some time.
And when it finally does come around, what are you going to do? Are you still planning to go to L.A.?
No, I don't really know what I'm going to do. You see, I lost that part in the movie, so my plans have changed radically.
I'm sorry about the movie. I'm sure you get something else.
I don't know. He was a good part. Oops, showbiz, you know.
I guess.
Cruz, I know it's going to be difficult for you to part with Chip once I get out of here, and if I...
Well, no, you know, yeah, that's true, but you don't have to worry about it, because when the time comes, I'll deal with it. What's happening in there?
Well, Scott's in with her now, and I'll let you know as soon as we know anything. Right now, I need to ask you all a couple of questions, okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. Anything.
Now, as I understand it, she just collapsed on the beach, right?
Mm-hmm. You see, she was fine. I walked away from her, and then the next minute she was on the ground in pain. Very, very real pain. Psychosomatic, huh? Do you know she actually stopped breathing back there? What the hell kind of a doctor are you?
Relax.
You shut up, man! Listen, someone is responsible for this, and I'm gonna find out who it is. Okay? I'm gonna find out who it is.
Were you there when it happened? Do you have any details, TJ?
I really can't help you, man. When I got to her, she was unconscious.
Okay. Thanks.
Jeffrey, I know how worried you are. She can't take it out on everybody else.
I know.
I know.
I just...
We just have to have faith. We have to wait.
If anything happens to her...
I know.
Brandon, I want to explain this to you, but it's kind of a complicated subject.
You don't have to explain.
Oh, yes, I do. I do. I mean, you're going to be having girlfriends soon. You're going to be having all kinds of experiences. And I want you to know how to behave, what to expect.
You're gonna tell me about the birds and the bees, right?
Right. Only I was thinking of using a more contemporary example. I mean, not the birds aren't contemporary. It's just that, well, their love lives aren't as much like humans as people seem to think. So, I thought maybe I'd use me and Keith as an example. I mean, we really love each other, right?
Do you? We fight all the time.
Yeah, well, that's another story. I mean, in this story, we're two people who really care for each other. And when people love each other, they want to be together. And they come together, and they make babies. I'm not explaining this very well. Look, do you understand?
Mom, I know about it. I learned about sex in school. Eggs, sperm, zygotes, and all that stuff. They told us in class.
Really? Well, private schools are good for something. But, Brandon, the point is, I mean, you do understand that making those calls is wrong.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Except I know Babette's going to be upset.
Babette?
She's the one I talk to all the time. She's going to be sad when I stop calling. I think I'm her favorite caller.
Well, she's a businesswoman. She'll understand. Look, I think it's time for you to go to bed.
Thanks for telling me, Mom.
Look, this is a big subject. So if you have any other questions, you just come to me or Keith. Come to me. And don't call any strangers, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you, too.
Good night.
Good night.
Hello. May I please speak with Babette?
This is Babette.
Do you know someone named Brandon?
What if I do?
Well, I'd like to know. Do you know him or don't you know him? Because this is Brandon's mother, and I want to make sure I have the right Babette.
Oh, yeah, sure, I know Brandon. He's a sweetheart. I love talking to him. Keeps me from having to talk to lonely businessmen and popular perverts.
So just, what exactly is it that the two of you talked about?
Baseball cards, mostly. I'm a big collector, too.
And then, now, wait a minute. Let me get the story straight here. You just talked about baseball cards, that's all?
Basically, he's got a darn something I died for.
Well, in any case, Brandon will not be calling you anymore.
Oh, that's too bad. He was a good little customer. I knew it was expensive. Well, anyway, you tell him that I had a blast. And I'd sure like to meet him in person someday.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll tell you what. Try again in 20 years.
Frank. Oh, is that you?
Oh, hello, this is Babette. Oh, Johnny, anytime you want to call me, I'm here.
She thinks I'm possessive. I just haven't been able to reach her since we lost the baby. She doesn't understand, you know, why I get so angry when she won't talk to me.
I'm afraid I don't have very good news for you. Kelly has slipped into a coma. Now, there's nothing we can do right now except wait to see if she can fight her way out of it.
What do you mean, if?
It could take several days for us to know what we're dealing with here.
Several days?
Yes. I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you more, but we just don't know anything else.
My God. I want to see her.
Come on, Jeffrey. I'll
We see you, too.
Yes, of course, but only 1 or 2 people at a time, please. Do you have a minute?
Yeah.
Let's talk. I want to talk.
Beautiful baby. Why did this happen, СиСи? How could this happen? You want to tell me that?
She ingested a lethal dose of a barbiturate drug called Donadrin.
How?
We don't know that right now. The police are down at the beach. They're combing for any clues they might be able to find.
So what are you saying? You saying you think she was poisoned tonight?
No, what I'm saying is that is a major possibility at this point. Now, the police asked me not to say anything to anybody, but I thought that you should know. So I'd appreciate it if you don't tell anybody else. Just keep it to yourself for the time being.
Gee, Pam, it's kind of surprising why you're here and not the hospital with your daughter-in-law and your son, huh?
Well, there's really nothing more I could do there, and I wanted to come back here to be alone.
Really? I think there's something going on here, and I want to know what it is.
I wish I told you before I left. I didn't want to burden you, and I was afraid you'd try to discourage me. Please understand. This operation is my only hope.
I thought you'd like to know. I just performed a similar procedure on another woman, and I feel sure it was a success.
Really?
Well, yes, of course, but the true success cannot be measured until she conceives. But surgically speaking, I'm very pleased.
Well, Dr. Dumont, do you ever feel the least little bit like God, letting people, making it possible so they can have children?
No, I feel like any other doctor who is doing what he was trained to do. You say you've been to Paris before?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I lived here a little while ago, and, I took the Orient Express once from here with my husband.
Well, I can tell that you miss him a great deal.
Yeah, I sure do. I'm also worried that I made a terrible mistake by lying to him about where I was going.
Well, only your heart can answer that question.
Hold on a second, lady.
You let go of me.
I'll let go of you when you give me an explanation as to what's going on here.
I don't owe you an explanation, Dad.
You do now.
I told you I had to be alone.
Oh, really? Don't you think that's a little bit selfish? Maybe your son could use it at the hospital right now.
Oh, how do you know what my son needs? Now, I'll give you just a little bit of free advice. Don't ask so many questions.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Because you'll get into serious trouble.
All I know is, lady, you wanted Kelly out of the way and you wanted your precious Jeffrey at your side, and you got it.
You don't want to be exposed as an embezzler. You just keep what you think you know to yourself.
Don't give me that garbage. You know that embezzlement thing is something you cooked up to make it look that way.
Oh, why don't we try it on Sophia? Let's see how far she believes it, huh?
I'll tell you something, lady, and I'm going to tell you something once. If anything happens to Kelly, anything, I'm going to take you out.
You don't frighten me.
Oh, I'm sure I don't, lady, because you're sick.
Shh.
Well, what happened to the party? Where's everybody?
Kelly collapsed and she went to the hospital. Everybody's there with her.
Collapsed? Really? Well, what happened?
I don't know. It was pretty bad. She was in a lot of pain when she left.
Oh, no. It sounds like food poisoning.
Nah, it's too early to tell that, but I don't think that's it.
Well, if there's no party, the food's no good. Huh. I guess I'll just go home. What happened to Pamela?
All right, no preliminaries. I want to talk to all of you. I'd sit down for this if I were you.
What is all this? What are you doing here?
Well, it's more of a report. I know what happened at the beach. I've sent investigators to the scene.
What's going on?
What do you mean, investigators?
What scene are you talking about?
Is this about Kelly? Look, I'm sorry. Dr. Clark told me about this earlier, but he asked me to keep it to myself.
Keep what to yourself? What is going on?
They think Kelly was poisoned tonight.
What? Exactly what kind of poison it is, but it was a fast-acting drug, something that had to be ingested no more than an hour before she collapsed. Something she had at the party, something she ate, something she drank.
Now, wait a minute. It couldn't have been something she ate. I mean, nobody else got sick.
No, it had to have been given to her directly.
Are you trying to tell me that someone tried to kill her?
I know what you're feeling, and I promise you, all of you, that I'll do everything I can to get this guy. And the first person I'd like to talk to is Jeffrey Conrad.
Would you like me to leave you alone for a while?
Don't let her die. Please, God.
Don't let her die.
Hey.
What's going on? How is she?
There's no change. No change. I just had to get out of there for a while.
I don't blame you, man.
So have the police found anything?
No, they just got here. Why? What's going on?
Keith Timmons is just an investigation.
Investigating what?
They think someone tried to poison Kelly. They found a lethal amount of some kind of drug in her body. She doesn't have any enemies. I don't understand what this is all about. It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Doesn't make any sense to me either.
I
You know what the hell's going
on?
Forget about it, right? It's not your fault. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with the party. Whoever wanted to get to her would have done it. They didn't need a party, all right?
Hi, it's me. I just missed you and I wanted to hear your voice. Well, sleep well. Dream about me. I love you. Bye.
I'm telling you, Jeffrey, there's really nothing you can do here.
I'd be happy to drive you home, man. No, I don't want to leave her.
Look, I'll call you the second there's any change, all right?
Oh, but you see, if I stay with her, you won't have to call me. Don't you think you ought to try and get some sleep? I'm not tired, man.
But you will be. Listen to me. I'm telling you, it's going to be a siege, Jeffrey.
I'm staying with her, okay?
Look, why don't you at least take a walk, all right? Well, I promise I'll find you. I'll track you down if something changes.
Okay. Okay, I'll take a walk. I'll be back.
All right.
Jeffrey, I'd like to talk to you.
Jeffrey doesn't know about this yet, Keith. Know what? What don't I know?
Someone tried to murder your wife last night. Poisoned her.
What? Is that true? Huh? Hey, why didn't you tell me, man?
Sorry, Jeffrey. When you were inside with Kelly, we found out. I called the police.
The police said it wasn't okay to talk until it's okay. Now I say it's okay. You were the last person with her. Maybe you could help me. Did she eat anything or drink anything unusual that night?
No. I mean, she was drinking and eating all evening and whatever was around, but... God, who would try and kill her?
I don't know, but somebody did. Bear with me here. Did she, in the 15 minutes before she collapsed, say, did she eat anything?
She may have. I don't remember.
You were with her, weren't you?
Yes, but I don't remember.
Well, think back then. Did she have anything in her hand, a drink? What were you doing?
We were talking.
Why are you bothering him with questions?
Because he was the last person that was with her. Please, tell me, did somebody give her a drink?
I really think this is
It's
the wrong time.
It's all right. Well, she had like a few margaritas. Look, I can't think about details now, right? Now, while she's lying there in a coma, I don't remember anything. The night was a blur, all right?
Of course it was, Joey.
That's all I can tell you.
Look, just take it easy, all right? Why don't you go get a cup of coffee, walk it off?
Yeah, and if you think of something, tell me about it, okay? Go take a walk.
Darling, I'll go with you. I don't want you to be alone right now. And I will take care of my son.
I gotta get back to work.
Can't you read the man's eyes? He couldn't possibly have done it. He's in love with her.
I just can't help but speculate. You know what I mean? I mean, there were fights, rumors of rifts. I'm just going to have to see her insurance policy before I decide.
That is so hopelessly cynical. I'm not even going to comment on that, except to say that you are way off base as usual.
Well, you know, people keep telling me I'm off base, but I don't think I'm so off base on this one. I seem to remember that his first wife died awfully prematurely, and he was accused of her murder.
Yes, he was, and he was also acquitted of her murder.
Yeah, but he was still accused, you see. Acquittal was very unusual.
I have some advice for you. Why don't you shock your constituency and conduct a real investigation for a change?
I just heard what happened. Hello, Cruz.
Gina?
Oh, Kelly, I mean, this is awful. Is she going to be all right?
No one knows yet.
I heard that someone tried to poison her.
That's what they think.
Who would do something like that?
Some very bad people. Come on.
No, I want to know if she's going to be all right.
She's in a coma. Nobody knows. Think about what we talked about, okay?
Make it. She's a fighter. We have to believe that. We have to have faith in it. If we give up, she's going to give up.
But you see, I couldn't stand to lose her.
Don't say that. You're not going to lose her. She's not going to leave us.
How could this happen?
I don't know. I don't know, but we're going to find out.
She's so pale. You see, she's so pale.
You're going to be all right. You just keep thinking that.
Honey, I think there's a darn good chance that Jeffrey did this. I don't care what Castillo thinks.
I don't believe it.
What? He had motive, he had opportunity, plus he'd done it before.
Well, that was a long time ago.
What difference does that make?
Your theory doesn't hold water. I mean, Jeffrey really loved Kelly. Everybody thinks so.
Honey, Henry VIII loved some of his wives, too, you know what I mean?
What about a motive? Have you got a motive?
Oh, come on. Money. You ever heard of money before?
Oh, come on, Keith. That doesn't make any sense. Jeffrey wasn't poor. His mother had plenty of money.
Well, that was Mummy's money. Maybe he wanted some money of his own.
Keith, that's unthinkable.
Well, you stand here and don't think about it. I have a phone call to make.
Who are you going to call right now? It's the middle of the night.
I know it's the middle of the night, but it's America. The phones work in the middle of the night. Grady, hi. Timmons, listen, I want you to check out an insurance policy on Kelly Capwell Conrad. Find out about everything, okay? And get back to me as soon as you can. Thanks.
No way. Jeffrey loved Kelly. Once again, you're barking up the wrong family tree in hot pursuit of the Capwells.
No, I'm in hot pursuit of a Conrad.
A Conrad married to a Capwell. It's the same thing, Keith. Why do you have to keep going after these people? And you don't even ask me what I did tonight.
I don't have to ask you. You're going to tell me sooner or later.
That's right. I am, and you're going to be very, very surprised. I was at the scene of the crime.
The beach?
Yes, I went a little walk after you ditched me and went to the hospital. And guess who I saw there?
I don't know, hon. I don't like to play guessing games. Just tell me.
It was Pamela and TJ. They were standing together. And they looked very, very nervous. And as soon as I got there, Pamela took off.
Really?
I know you probably think that happens all the time, but this was different. This was strange. There was something going on.
Like what?
I don't know. Something odd. You know how you get impressions of things? I just got this impression.
Well, this is interesting. Pamela and TJ. I mean, that's a different kettle of fish. That's the bouillabaisse thickens. You know what I'm saying?
You see, I can be useful.
Honey, you're very useful. This means a lot more bucks. More bucks from Pamela than Jeffrey.
Oh, wait a minute. You've lost me. How is Jeffrey going to get money from Pamela if Kelly does? I mean, I just don't understand what the connection is.
Come on, wake up. We're talking about hush money here. What if Pamela and Jeffrey are working on the same thing at the same time? It makes sense.
But I saw TJ and Pamela together. Now, they were thick as thieves.
3 suspects are better than 2. There's a lot of money to be made, my little cactus flower. And some law enforcement on the side. That makes you happy.
Dr. Ross,
TJ, I'm sorry, but you can't go in there.
This is Kelly's room, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but no visitors are allowed, just family members at this time.
Doc, I've got to see her, right? I mean, I won't disturb anything, but I got to be with her.